Let's talk about a really brilliant piece of technology that's probably hiding in plain sight in your home right now, making things way more comfortable and efficient. It's called the HVAC inverter. We're going to break down exactly how this thing works, and trust me, it's pretty cool.
You know that sound, right? An old AC unit kicking on with a huge ka-chunk and then roaring like it's about to take off. And then you hear a newer one, and it just sort of whispers to life. Well, that's not just about noise. It's the whole story. It's the difference between using brute force and using intelligent control. So on one side, you've got your traditional systems. The best way to think about them is like a simple light switch. It's either all the way off or it's cranked to 100% on. There is absolutely no in between. But inverter systems, they're much more like a dimmer switch. They can fine-tune their power, giving you exactly what you need, no more, no less. And this quote right here really nails the whole issue. Let's say your room just needs a tiny bit of cooling. That old conventional system doesn't care. It's going to fire up to full blast anyway, wasting a ton of energy. An inverter system, though, it's smarter. It'll just cruise along at, say, 40% capacity to get the same job done. It just makes more sense. Okay, so how does it get that incredible level of control? Well, it all comes down to what is basically a magic trick. It's a clever way of taking the raw, brute force power from your wall outlet and taming it into something much more precise and flexible. So at its heart, this is all an inverter really is. It's a power converter. It takes the standard, one-size-fits-all electricity from your home and completely rebuilds it from the ground up. And that process is what gives it the amazing ability to tell the motor in your AC unit exactly how fast to run.
And here's how that little magic trick happens. It's a three-step dance. First, the standard alternating current, or AC, from your wall goes into the inverter. Then the inverter does its first conversion, turning it into smooth, steady direct current, or DC. And then, this is the crucial part, it uses that clean DC power to build a brand new, totally custom AC signal to send out to the motor.
And that right there is the secret weapon. Because the inverter is making its own AC power, it can control something that the power from your wall can't, the frequency. We measure that in hertz. And believe me, controlling the frequency is the key to this entire operation. So let's talk about hertz. The easiest way to picture it is as a speed dial for the motor. The inverter literally just turns this dial up or down to tell the motor exactly how fast it needs to be spinning. You know, the standard electricity here in the US is locked in at 60 hertz. It never changes. But an inverter motor, it couldn't care less about that. It's only listening for the special frequency that the inverter is creating just for it. And the command is simple. More cycles per second, more hertz, means go faster. For instance, when we looked at the data, we saw the system's fan was just cruising on a low setting. The inverter was sending it a signal of just 63 hertz. That's basically the command for, hey, just take it easy, low and slow. But when the system needed to really start working hard, the inverter cranked that signal way up to 95 hertz. That higher frequency is a direct order to the motor saying, okay, time to ramp up, let's go. So it really boils down to this super simple relationship. More hertz equals faster motor speed. The inverter board just has to dial up the hertz to get more cooling or heating, or dial it down to save energy when it's not needed. It's that precise. It's beautiful, really. But wait, speed isn't everything, right? You can tell a motor to go fast, but it also needs the muscle, the power to actually do the work. And that's where the second piece of the puzzle comes in, voltage. And just like with hertz, the inverter perfectly scales the voltage to match the job. So at that lazy 63 hertz speed, it was only feeding the motor about 95 volts. But to handle that high speed 95 hertz command, it had to push the power way up to around 151 volts. More speed needs more power, makes sense, right? And here's a pretty neat little diagnostic trick. These inverter motors run on 3 wires, and a technician can know instantly if the system is healthy just by checking that the hertz, the voltage, and the electrical resistance are all perfectly balanced. I mean, perfectly identical across all 3 of those wires. If anything's out of whack, you know you've got a problem with either the inverter board or the motor. Okay, so we've dug into the how. We've talked about hertz and volts. Now let's get to the most important part, the so what. What does all this fancy engineering actually mean for you? This is the real payoff. Well, the biggest and most obvious benefit is energy savings. I mean, we're talking big savings. Instead of that all-or-nothing blast of power, your system can just sip energy, running quietly at 40 or 50% capacity for as long as it needs to. And that means lower electricity bills, for sure.
Plus, you get this incredibly stable and consistent temperature in your house. No more big temperature swings. But the true genius of the inverter, the part that is just mind-blowing, shows up when it gets really cold outside. This has always been the big question for heat pumps. How on earth can you pull heat out of the air when the air itself is freezing? Like, say it's 20 degrees Fahrenheit out there. It just feels like it should be impossible.
Well, the secret is all about temperature difference. Check this out. Even when the air outside is a freezing 20 degrees Fahrenheit, the inverter can force the system's coil to get even colder. I'm talking all the way down to 10 degrees.
And that is the magic. The inverter just cranks the compressor's frequency, the hertz, to insane levels. This forces the refrigerant inside to become intensely, incredibly cold. And since we know heat always moves from a warmer place to a colder place, the 20-degree outdoor air is now actually warm compared to the 10-degree coil. So heat naturally flows from the freezing air into the even more freezing system. It's just an amazing feat of physics.
So let's just sum it all up real quick. What does an inverter give you? First, smarter control. It only ever uses the exact amount of power that's needed for the job. Second, that leads directly to way greater efficiency, which means lower energy bills. And third, it all adds up to just better comfort, a nice, steady temperature without all those loud, jarring startups you get from older systems. It's such a powerful idea when you think about it, precisely matching the power output to the actual demand. And it kind of leaves you with a final thought, right? If this technology can completely revolutionize something as basic as heating and cooling our homes, what other machines and systems out there are just waiting for a similar, smarter upgrade?